So here we are again, another Legal Graffiti Week, Gallery Night, the February edition for Pensacola. And we are fortunate to have Art Gateway as our charity interest this week, or this month. And Marianne is here from Art Gateway, and Marianne's going to talk a little bit about a program that you have going on right now. First tell us about Art Gateway, and then tell us about the program that y'all are working on right now.
So at Art Gateway, we provide services to individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities, starting with early childhood and going all the way through the senior retirement years. So we have programs like our early intervention services, pediatric therapies, physical, occupational, speech therapy, developmental intervention, and then our newest program, Help Me Grow, to help identify children earlier. But beyond that, in our adult services, we have those who need just a little bit of support to live independently in the community, others who live in one of our group homes where there will be 6 women or 6 men who live together and have 24/7 care. Those homes are out in the communities and neighborhoods where you and I would live as well. We also have employment services to help those individuals who are adults to get jobs and be successful in getting trained in those jobs and to be able to maintain working in those jobs.
Well, that all sounds great, but the Help Me Grow program, tell us about that a little bit.
So Help Me Grow was founded in Connecticut by a developmental pediatrician, Dr. Paul Dworkin, and the whole emphasis behind it is to do earlier identification of children. In the 1990s, there was brain research that came out that emphasized that those first 3 years of life are critical. If a child's at risk or if they have a specific diagnosed condition, that we maximize the potential during those first 3 years to be able to have that long-term best possible life outcome. Because there are trillions of synapses that grow in those first 3 years of life.
So the sooner you get to it, the sooner you address the issue, the better
outcome long term. Okay. And so what they have found in the research is that 1 out of 3 children who get early intervention those first 3 years won't need special education. And so that's our focus, to help each child reach their maximum potential.
Say that again.
1 out of 3 children who can have intervention early in those first 3 years of life will not require special education.
Wow, that's a big deal.
And at Pearl Nelson, our early intervention services, we actually are hitting like 52% of our children who, when they finish our services, are finishing because they've either met all of their goals or are no longer showing a delay. We don't know long term because there's not a data system in our community that follows them long term.
Okay, well, so can you think of a worthier cause? I cannot. We'll see you in a couple of days. The weather's supposed to be pretty good, fortunately. And we want you to use your check card, debit cards, please, to make sure you give as much as possible to Art Gateway and think about this program that's going to benefit our community here locally. And do as much as you can. The firm's going to match it on the following week, and we're going to hopefully give a really big check to Art Gateway. Thank y'all very much. Thank you for being here.
So much.